Hello and welcome to today's playthrough, which is Death or Glory, the Battle of Rorke's Drift, solitaire book war game. I take it you all know what Rorke's Drift is. If you don't, what are you doing on my channel? But I'm sure you all do. If not, pause now, go and watch the film Zulu with Michael Caine, which will tell you all about it. So basically it's a British unit surrounded by Zulus, and we need to keep them out. Now, solitaire book war games, I've tried a few with varying degrees of success in that way, but differing thoughts on them. Because what I want from one of these games is a nice quick play. It's not going to be really in depth, but something that plays very quickly and is fun. And I can definitely say this fits that bill. And I can tell you how much in that this is my second recorded playthrough. I took the other one off because this game is by Joe Fernandez, who I did a little bit of play testing for him a while ago for a game called Third Option by DVG, which is just shipping at the moment now. So if you've got that coming, you're in for a treat with that because it's a good game. But he pointed out I'd made a couple of errors in the rules, so I wanted to do it again to make sure it was right rather than comment. So if I wasn't enjoying it, I wouldn't be as eager just to do another playthrough on it. So that tells you how good it is. So where do we start? Let me tell you about, these are pages that I've taken out, just so I can view. You've got 2 pages of rules, how to play, and a couple of pages details about the battle, and then other things in here are just other pages for using the game. That's advertising for some of his other games. So there, that's the same. You've got your attack chart here, and your board as such there. That's all on one page. That's a bit too small for my eyesight, so I'm using it on 2. Now, no. You can write on it. That's what they're designed to do. But I like, so I can write and erase it. But I like to use blocks and dice to do this. So aim of the game is you've got to keep these Zulu forces away from the redoubt in Rorke's Drift. And to do that, you have a number of soldiers. Each dot represents one section. So you're doing ticking off 4 on here. BDA, British Defence Areas. So you've got 4 sections there. Section represents about 10 soldiers. 4 in the mealie bags, 4 in the kraal, 4 in the stores. The redoubt starts unattended because to get to that you've got to go through one of these areas, as you can see by the arrows. And then we have 5 leaders that don't count as sections, but you can use them for actions. To win, you have to have taken out at least one of these 3 sections of Zulus. You have to have at least 5 sections, so 5 dots left. Leaders don't count. And you have to have one of them in the redoubt area. That can't be given up. For them to win, they have to, the turn has to end without you having a section in the redoubt area. Now that means after one of these has been vacated, because at the moment they can't get to the redoubt, so it's once they can get to the redoubt you have to have one there. Turn starts at 4:30 in the evening. One error just to look out for on here, and I can't pronounce the name of it. I can pronounce this as Dabalamanzi, and we call them N, because I cannot pronounce that. But it says in the rules that these guys can only attack the hospital British Defence Area, and it says that, it shows you that here as well, look, hospital. But up here it says the Dabalamanzi can only attack the hospital BDA. That's not right. It should be the N. Your forces. You can see there's a lot more of these, and they're coming at all sides onto the British soldiers. So that's the basic explanation. We can get on with it now. So let's start. 1d6 for an event. So these are the events. Let's start with a 1. Conduct 1 Zulu attack with 2d6 on the hospital BDA. So to hit, now it doesn't, that's the first time I rolled this event. And it doesn't say what type of attack. I'm assuming it's a close range attack, so it's either the Dabblemanzi or N. So it needs a 1 to hit. I'm not 100% sure on that, so I know Joe's waiting for some stuff to go onto Board Game Geek, so if I remember, I'll ask him about that. But I'm assuming that's a close range attack, not the Zulu Marksman. So as such, you need a 1 to hit. If the Marksman, it can get a 1 or a 6 to hit, but I'm assuming this is, yeah, it doesn't say it all there. 1 Zulu attack. So let's see. It's not a 1 or a 6 either, so it's irrelevant on that one. So we've got no casualties from the first event. We now do a turn 1 only special. Conduct an additional Zulu attack on the hospital BDA by these guys. And as you can see, this is 4d6. And they need a 1 to hit. So, we don't want 1s. And we've avoided them, which is good. So, no casualties yet. Now, the Zulus conduct 1 marksman attack, 2d6, on a random British defence area. So it's one of these 4, not the unoccupied ones. And what have we got here? It's a 1. It's the hospital. So I've not explained that. I tend to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1. So 2d6 on the hospital, but a 1 or a 6 this time will hit it. We'll take a casualty. And we've got away again, 2 4s. So we've managed to get through most of that attack. We've now got the Zulu attack. They're going to conduct an attack action. D10 and a D6. D10, 3. The Dabblemanzi, frontal assault. In a British defence area, number 2, the stores. So the Dabblemanzi attacking the stores. They're rolling 6 dice here. And as you can see there, they need 1s. So let's see how many 1s they get. 1. So they've got 1. So we're down to 3 sections in the stores. It's not a terrible first turn. It's now our attack action. Okay. Now, we can choose to attack any of these. We've got 2 ways of attacking. We've got close combat, where we roll 6 d6s and we hit on a 1 or a 6. Or we can do ranged fire, which is 8 d6s. We only hit on a 1. So the sensible one would be to say you want the close combat, where you've got 2 chances to hit for each dice. But the Zulu marksmen have to be taken out by ranged fire. And if we could do that, it cuts out step 3 in future goes. So we cut out the marksman attacks. So I'm going to be rolling 8 dice, and we only hit on a 1. What we got? And we've only got 1 hit. So there's hardly been any casualties in this first turn so far. So that's our attack. Now we get an action where we can move sections around. I'm not going to do that. We can use the leader action. And I want to attack the Zulu marksman again with 2d6 ranged fire. So we use a leader action. Put the yellow block there to say we've used that. And we've got another 2 dice. Again, we just need a 1. No good. So only 1. Not a great start. Although we've only taken 1 casualty as well. So on to 5 o'clock. And we go to the event table. It's a 5. Inflict 1 casualty on a random BDA. So again, we're going to roll this and see what happens. And it's a 3. 1, 2, 3. It's the crawl. So we've got them down to 3 as well. Oh, one thing I haven't mentioned. To make the game easier or harder, rather than starting with 4 sections, to make it easier you start with 5 sections, or to make it harder you start with 3 sections. So the event's done. that was turn 1 only. So we now, the marksman attack as well. Again, random BDA. So let's roll again. A 3. 1, 2, 3. So they're going after the corral again. And they're rolling 2 D6s. And they hit on a 1 or a 5. And they've got a 1 there. So the corral is down to 2. We now need a rally check because we're at 1 or 2. So we roll 1 D6. And we rally unless we roll a 6. And it's a 6. It's not good for me, but it's a good example for showing you what we do. So we now do a retreat check. And we roll 1 D6. Result other than 1, the white sections must retreat to an adjacent BDA. So let's roll again. So a 6 would keep us in place potentially. And we've got it. Oh, sorry, no. It was a 1. So no, we haven't got it. So we retreat to an adjacent one. Now, working out what's adjacent to another. From the hospital, you've only got the readout adjacent. From the stores, you've got the readout and the mealie bags adjacent. Mealie bags, you've got the readout. From here, from the corral, I would say you've got the mealie bags adjacent, possibly these, but I'm moving them into here. So these 2 sections go into the mealie bags. So the corral is vacated. That's it. We've lost the corral. But that's the one area that doesn't give them access still to the redoubt. So they can't attack here yet. We can't take that back except on the night turn. And I'll talk about that during the night turn. So that was the marksman turn. And we now conduct 1 Zulu attack. And it's a 7. Dabblemanzi frontal assault on the but it's the Induna war cry, which means reroll 1 Zulu attack, miss result. So we're attacking with the Dabblemanzi. We then roll again to try and find out where they're attacking. It's a 3 to the hospital. So the Dabblemanzi are attacking the hospital with 6 D6s and need a 1 to hit. So we've got 6 D6s. No 1s, but 1 gets re-rolled because of that. So they have another go. I don't know if you can see that's a 5. So we've dropped lucky there again. So these are going well. So, well, going well. The corral we're emptied at the minute. Now, I'm going to go after the marksman again, Zulu marksman. So I'm going to roll 8 again. And I've got 2 1s there. That's not bad, but we still haven't got rid of them. Yeah, obviously because we're rolling 8. It's ranged 5, remember, so 1 and 6 doesn't count. I'm not going to use a leader action this turn, but I'm going to move. I'm going to drop the melee bags down to 5, and I'm going to up the stores to 4. So that's my turn. So 6 o'clock. 3 for the event. Inflict 1 casualty on these guys here. So it's an event in our favour, that one. Now it's the marksman attack. So they're going to roll 2 D6. But we don't know where they're attacking yet, do we? Sorry. Now, we're only going 1, 2, 3 here because they can't attack the empty ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the roll. 4, 3, 4. So they're attacking the melee bags, the marksman. And they need to 1 or a 6 to hit. 2, 5. So we're all right. So it's now the Zulu attack chart again. A 9. Frontal assault from these. Well, we know where they're attacking. They're attacking the hospital. So it's 4d6. But they need a 1 to hit. And they haven't got a 1. So again, we've not taken any casualties from them there. So that's not bad. So So you know who we want to take out. We're going to roll 8 dice again. And we're going to try and get rid of these Zulu marksmen, which I'm hopeful we can do this turn. 2 ones. We only needed 1. Now that is important because that takes out this marksman attack. Step 3. And again, I don't really want to do anything this turn. But I'm going to do a leader action next turn, which you'll see. So let's go on to 7 o'clock. And let's take the events table. 9. Inflict 1 casualty on these, so we're taking out another here. That's good. Now, funnily enough, and this is one of the rules clarifications, I was under the impression if I took these out, or these, when I roll the attack chart, if I get this, say 9, and they've been taken out, nothing happens. Now, you re-roll. Oh, sorry, you don't re-roll, but the Dabbler-Manzi will take over. Now, you only roll 4d6 here, and they only go after the hospital. So I'm better off attacking these to try and get down the number of dice that they're using. So that's going to be my tactics. But I digress because we're not there yet. So we've done the event. Now step 3. Zulus conduct 1 marksman attack on a random BDA. No, they don't because we've got rid of them. Step 4. Sorry, have I gone out of turn? I don't know if I'll get out of turn, but I'm going to do it. I don't know. I'm losing my thread now. No, we've had a casualty on that. No, I haven't. So I always do that. I digress and then forget what I'm doing. So it's a 6. So these guys move 1. Now I wasn't sure on this either. And you'll see what I mean. We move 1 of these over to there. So what that means is you subtract 1 from here and add 1 to there. So we'd take another out for this and we'd add 1 to there. But they haven't lost any yet. So what I did last time and conducted an attack with these. So I'm still going to conduct the attack, but I'm not going to have them having any detriment and losing another here because they're fully staffed. So what I'm going for, I may be wrong with that, but there's no confirmation on that. So 6 dice. We don't know which we're attacking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I should have done it on there actually. The corral, not that, because we're using this dice, aren't we? So a 6, so they get the war cry, so they can re-roll. 6 again, they've already got it. A 5, the corral again. And a 3, so the hospital. So they're going after it with 6 dice. They need a 1 to hit. And they've got 1, 1. 1, 1. The hospital's going down, but they get to re-roll 1 as well, remember. And they've got another. So, the hospital goes down to 2. You know what happens now? We do the rally check. A 4. So they stay in place for now. That's their go done. Now we're going to attack. And I'm tempted to commit. I'm not going to use a leader action. What I'm going to do is roll 6 dice and go after these. So I'm in close combat now, so a 1 or a 6 will hit. 2 1s, so we hit 2. So we're getting down by 2 here. And what I'm going to do for my action is I'm going to move 1 of these sections, so this goes down to 4. In fact, no I'm not, I'm going to move 2, so this goes down to 3. Into here, so that goes up to 4. So we're going to move it across, because the hospital's more likely to be hit, because that's the only place they'll come to. And that's our go. 8 o'clock. So an event. Inflict 1 casualty on the Dabbler-Manzi. Apologies if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I probably am. No marksman, so the Zulu attack. A 5 and a 4. Frontal assault by the double Amanzi on 4, the melee bags. So they're still rolling 6d6s. And they hit with a 1. And they didn't get any. That's brilliant. It's now our attack. And what we're going to do is we're attacking the double Amanzi again. But we're going to use leader action. Down to 3. And our leader action is Sergeant Poole. We're going to add 2d6 to 1 British fire attack. So we're rolling with 6 plus those 2, and we hit on a 1 or a 6 because we're in close range. And would you believe it, we haven't got any. Fantastic. So no casualties for double Amanzi there. So it's night time. No combat. The only thing that can happen is we move. So this is the one time where we could move one of these back into the kraal to reoccupy it. But I'm not going to. It would spread us too thin. So I'm going to leave it exactly as it is. So the night turn passes without anything happening. And we go to 4 o'clock. Now we're only got to survive 3 turns, although it can go wrong very quickly. Let's start with the event. 5. Inflict 1 casualty on a random BDA. That's not a good start. So it's either that one, or that one. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these go down to 2. You know what that means? Rally check. And a 6. So the units failed the rally check and must roll again for a retreat check. So we're going to roll again for the retreat check. And it's a 5. So we now move to an adjacent BDA. Could move to there. That'd be silly because we're coming out of that, it'll leave that one occupied. So we're going to move 2 into there. So we're getting pushed back. So if they could now start to attack the redoubt area if they get the right rolls, which could be disaster for us. So now it's on to us to conduct an attack action. Done the event, done that, yeah. So that's not been good. Oh no, sorry, I haven't done the attack. That was just a one-off, so let's roll the Zulu attack chart. We've got a 4, double Amanzi. They've got the war cry, so they can re-roll. What else have they got? And a 4, the melee bags, which are vacated. I was just checking that if I rolled this, whether it meant the attack the redoubt, but it actually says if it's been vacated, you re-roll. So we're re-rolling for the redoubt area now. Oh, sorry, for the redoubt, for where it's going to. It's the stores. So the stores is now getting attacked by the double Amanzi with 6 dice, and they get to re-roll 1. Need a 1 to hit, and they've got a 1. Oh, they've got 2 1s, so that goes down to 2. So we're going to have to do the check, but let's just do the additional roll as well for one of the missed ones. And a 6, so we're all right, but we now again have a rally check, so we're getting in a lot of trouble here. And it's a 1, so we're all right, we can stay there. But it's starting to get a little bit tricky. Just after I said we were doing all right. We've still got 8 sections left, and it's us to attack. Now we're going to do the same again, go after these. So we're going to roll 6 dice. And we need a 1 or a 6. 2 1s, so we've still got them hitting us with 6 dice every time. And 2 turns to go. Going to be close, this one. not going to use any of my leader actions. But what I'm going to do, I need to show up that. I'm only moving 1 from the hospital into the redoubt. If I move 2, I'm in danger. I'd have to do a rally check because I'm down to 2. So, okay. So, it's 6 o'clock. And it's event time. And it's a 1. Conduct 1 Zulu attack with 2d6 on the hospital BDA. So 2d6 and need a 1 to hit. They haven't got 1. So we're alright with that. Missed the marksman attack. And it's now Zulu attack time. And it's a 6. Move 1 of these to here. So we can do that now. So what happens is 1 of those goes. And we've got 1 less there. And then we perform an attack with Dabalamanzi. So where are we attacking? Got 3 areas. Do I do that? I'm going to do that. Say. I'm going to do the Rorke. 5. The kraal is empty. 5. The kraal's still empty. 6. To get the Rorke. 4. The melee bags are empty as well. 6, they've already got the Rorke. 2, the stores. So the stores are getting attacked. 6 dice plus 1 to reroll. No 1s, so no hits yet. But 1 reroll with the Rorke. No 1. So we've survived again. And we're going to go after the Dabalamanzi. And we're going to roll 6 dice. 1 or a 6. And we've managed to get them down to 5 dice. There's only 1 turn to go now. And I'm not moving anything. I'm not doing any leader actions. I've actually got 1 we can repel. So I think, see, that can repel 1 Zulu advance. So if they roll the readout, they've got to come through here and I can repel the advance with that leader card. So we're in a good position here. I said that last turn, then we lost loads. So last turn, it's the event time. 2. No action, just what we wanted. So it's now down to the Zulu attack. I think we've probably done this. A 5, the Dabalamanzi are coming after us. A 3, they're attacking the hospital. So we're rolling 5 d6s. And they need 1s to hit. Didn't get any. So alright, so it's our last attack. So let's have a go anyway. 6d6. Need a 1 or a 6. Let's have a go at these. They're not going to have a go. Let's have a go at these. If we can get 1, we've taken them out. A 6 and a 1. So, there. Don't need to move anything. Don't need to do anything else. And let's check the victory conditions. The British wins if by the end of turn 9, which is this one, the British has at least 5 aggregate sections. Remember, we don't class the leaders ones. 3, 6, 8. So we've got that. On the map, at least 1 in the redoubt British defence area. Yes, we've got 3 in there. And 1 Zulu formation destroyed. Either Zulu regiment or the marksman. We've destroyed 2. So a resounding victory for the British soldiers. And that's that. I hope you've enjoyed that. And I would recommend buying it. And also, if you see any more of Joe's games, like Third Option, and there's one with Compass. It's got a Stuka in the name. And it's gone out of my head, so apologies. Joe, if you watch this, put it in the comments, your other game. Well, thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to doing this again soon.